Are you an OnlyFans creator wanting to make 25K a month consistently or more? You're at the right place. Because you are struggling to come up with new viral content ideas, you have creative burnout, you don't know how to bring in subscribers consistently to your OnlyFans account, and you have too many things to worry about to focus on, like chatting, editing, etc. And you don't have an exact blueprint to go from 0 to 25K or over 25K. Now, this course, this blueprint is exactly what I'm about to share with you to teach you how to make viral content without any guesswork. Because this is the proven blueprint that we give to our creators who are making 30K within 90 days consistently. And if you finish this course, you have the exact actionable steps to create viral content and make tons of money. So stick around and watch to the end because I'll talk about first of all how to shift your mindset from an OnlyFans model to an influencer. And I'll also be analyzing the top creators, what content they are creating that make them millions of dollars. And also the exact blueprint breakdown that you would use to go from 0 to 25K within 90 days. Additionally, we'll also provide insider tips that no one is doing in the industry. It's very simple that you can do it too to make your content creation process much easier. We'll also go in depth on video analysis so you'll be able to learn everything you need in order to become an influencer. So without further ado, let's get into the first section, influencer mindset. All right, so as we all reach in a common understanding that you need to be an influencer in order to go big on OnlyFans. Okay, so let's start with some of the reason why you're here. First of all, you want to earn more money, right? You want to increase your income by monetizing your content directly. Or you want to be financially independent. You want to move out from your parents' house. You want to move into your apartment by yourself or with your friends. Basically, you just want to take control of your life and your earnings. Or you just want to escape your traditional work, right? You want to leave behind 9 to 5 job and just find a career that you enjoy, and or you just hate your boss and you don't want to commute to your office every day at 9 and go back home at 5, just repeating the same routine every day, and it's just fucking boring, right? Or you just want to be an influencer because some creators see OnlyFans as a stepping stone to build their personal brand or and go their influence. And all of those points, reasons, earn more money, be financially independent, escape your traditional work. Also, you want to be an influencer. All those lead to the end state, the desired state of you want to live your dream lifestyle, right? You want to live a life on your own terms. So that's the outcome. That's why you're here. And we are exactly here to help you do just that if you follow our advice. So before we even start the course, listen carefully for what I'm going to say because information I'm going to share in this course, in this video, will literally change your life for the better. All right. So first, before we get to the next part, I want to ask you one question. What if you had millions views every day on your social media accounts? Will you still be broke? Well, the answer is obviously no, right? Attention is the most valuable currency, right? It's not dollars, it's not euros, it's not Bitcoin. Because if you get millions of views every day, it means you get more exposure. It means you get more subs on your account. It means you make more money. And right, and you want to go viral, want to blow up, you want to be a celebrity, you want to make more money. This is what you're gonna make eventually. You want to generate attention. So every single of your goals can be achieved if you know how to generate attention from people. So imagine like you consistently going viral, consistently getting millions of views every day. And as a result, that people are just all those people just going to your OnlyFans account, subscribe to your account, and then maybe pay some money for your content. And you'll be a billionaire. So it's really hard to believe like you will still be broke after getting millions of views, right? And let me just show you three quick examples. Sophie Rain earns over $4 million per month without even selling any explicit content. Camila makes over 2 million monthly without also selling any explicit photos or videos. And Lil Tay actually earned over 15 million USD in her first 2 weeks on OnlyFans. And what is the common thing among those three creators? Because they all know how to get guys' attention constantly, instantly and constantly. So most OnlyFans creators, let me tell you, they never make above $10,000. And 99% of creators even make less than $25,000 a month. You can literally be the top 1% creator on OnlyFans if you can make over $25,000 a month. Think about that. Crazy, right? And it's not even that hard to make 25K if you know how to generate attention. So right now, I want you to check your phone and see how much time you're spending on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or Netflix. So based on statistics, averagely, every single person spends at least 2 hours and 20 minutes on those social media platforms. right? Because people love to consume content. They love to give away their attention to anything that helps them relax, solve problems, learn something new. Like people just like to do that leisure in their leisure time, right? They like to watch content to entertain themselves, have a laugh, or just look at hot girls. And think about this. If everyone is spending 2 hours and 20 minutes every day on social media, what if they give away their attention to you for just 10 seconds? Everyone just give you 10 seconds attention. How rich are you going to be? You're going to be a millionaire, right? And this course is exactly here to help you do just that. So it's very easy to go viral if you know what you're doing. And we're going to share with you everything you need to go viral on social media so you can achieve your dreams and live the life you want. But you need to understand this core principle before you even go to the next videos or the next course, that you are not an OnlyFans model, you are an influencer. Because OnlyFans is not, it's just how you make money from your audience. But essentially, influencer is what you want to be at in the long term. Because I know building a personal brand is hard, but it's the only way to achieve long-term and sustainable income. And there are not shortcuts. There are no quick fix or magic pill to make millions on OnlyFans, right? If you want to find shortcuts, that's gonna be just the um, short-term profit, right? You're not gonna make big money in the long term. That's not sustainable. So if you really want to make a lot of money, a generational wealth of money, you need to be an influencer. But don't worry, becoming influencer is not about luck. It's not about um, buying a lottery ticket. It's about strategy and commitment. If you got that, I'll take you to the top. So with the right mindset, skills, and strategy, you'll definitely build a personal brand and grow your audience and turn your OnlyFans business into a long-term sustainable cash printing machine. All right. So if you're interested, fill out the form in the link below, and I will send you full materials of the entire course. Peace out. All right, in the next section, we'll be talking about your winning content mindset. So, what this means is that we'll focus on the key traits that we need to develop in order to become a successful influencer, like authenticity, creativity, and also consistency. And after that, we're going to be analyzing the top successful OnlyFans models so that you can understand exactly what they're doing in order to attract more fans, in order to make that millions of bags money, right? I will also be breaking down their strategy for content planning, audience engagement, and based on that, I also show you our own Silk Road model proven vertical system where you're gonna be getting a step-by-step framework that aligns with those practices of leading influencers, those top influencers, and I will help you scale your brand effectively. And finally, I'll show you also our ClickUp and our Drive task management module so we can provide you a very clear structure for organizing, prioritizing, and also uploading your content so we can ensure the maximum efficiency and clarity. So without further ado, let's get into our next section, your winning content mindset. So in this section, like I said earlier, that will be outlining the mindset that you need to have to achieve success in this OnlyFans industry and this business, right? So to translate success, what it means is you're gonna have a very significant amount of cash if executed correctly. And I'll also be presenting case studies of two of our models who join us and have very minimal content creation skills, yet by leveraging our proven systems, they actually achieve amazing results. Okay, so before diving into a very specific task you'll be doing, it's very crucial and essential to understand like how you generate income in this industry. We need to understand the back end, the basic logic of how you generate that income, right? Before, because this will be dictating your daily and weekly tasks and activities. So how are you gonna make a lot of money on OnlyFans? So basically, there are two aspects. First, you're gonna get a lot of subscribers, and after you subscribe to your page, you can upsell them more and more explicit content. So getting fans to subscribe is one of the driving force in the business. Only with subscribers you can generate more revenue. So more subscribers equals more money. But how do you attract more subscribers? That's another question. So the key is actually to create viral content like what we discussed before on social media. So in order to encourage more people to subscribe to your page, you need to have those viral content on social media so they can actually be interested enough to click into your link in your bio and subscribe to your page. And this is why we dedicate 90% of your time and efforts into creating new viral social media content. So to maximize your earnings, we have automated the chatting process for you. This means like you don't need to worry about chatting with different people while you still need to focus on making content, right? So you only need to film those explicit content once, and we're gonna sell it to multiple fans on the clock. So it's gonna be very crucial because you'll be consistently working on gaining more exposure, gaining more attention on social media to bring in subscribers. And these subscribers will actually want to see more of your content once they join your OnlyFans. So your OnlyFans feed content would be like teasers, would be like lingerie photos, implied new content, because our goal is to tease them a little bit when they subscribe to your page, so they can actually be interested or encouraged to chat with you personally. Well, I mean, chat with us personally, and we made them spend more time or more money on your wild content, because I'm telling you a very shocking fact you probably don't know so far, that is 90 that 70% to 90% of your income is going to come from us chatting on your account 24/7. So to maximize that revenue, we're not only providing guidance, right, to let you create viral social media content, but also we're going to prepare OnlyFans material for you to produce, so you can still earn money while you sleep. I know it sounds like too good to be true, but trust me, if you can achieve all this and if you follow our system, you are going to be at your desired state ultimately. So you want to be that exceptional content creator to attract more subscribers to your account, and also you want to be rest assured that we'll handle the rest. So now let me show you these two creators that achieve all this and has been consistently making money for themselves on their accounts as of now. So first, this is a European creator. So she actually got started with us in the beginning of September in 2024. So she has a very little than less than 10K followers on Instagram at the time. And also she has a little bit experience with content, but not much. So she wasn't really going viral consistently. She goes viral like once in a while, and she didn't even know what type of content she create and actually will go viral. So she was very struggling with like creative ideas, and that's why we plug her into our proven content creation system, and we give her feedback on a regular basis and guidance on how to create those viral content while we automated her chatting, so she doesn't need to worry about anything while she sleeps, right? So today, up until today, she has made over 200K followers on Instagram, and she's going to close her best amount over 40K in August 2025. And by now, she generated over 38 million views in the last 30 days. And here's a quick result. So why she can achieve all this is because we figure out her viral points and analyze her most viral videos, so we can sustainably grow her account and to where she is at today. And we know exactly what is going viral for her, and that's why we're doubling down on the content that's performing the best for her. So in the next couple months, our goal is to actually get her account to push over 100K. Once she does it, I'll show you more updates. And in the meantime, let's look at her revenue breakdown. All right, so especially to see those revenue from subs, revenue, tips, messages, and etc. So as you can see on OnlyFans, most of her income comes from messages, and then comes to subscription, and then comes to tips, and also on Fansly, her messages income is about 90% of the total income, as you can see. All right, next, let's talk about the second creator. It's an Asian creator. This creator joined us last week of March in 2025. She didn't have any social media presence, no any social media experience. So that's why we need to start everything from zero. And she also spoke very little English, meaning that all of her social media content cannot include or involve with too much talking in English. So on top of this, she barely had any camera experience. So we have to overcome all of those hardships and those problems. But she had two things that she did well. First, she was very determined to win. She has this influencer mindset. Second, she has also our proven content systems. So because she followed all of our action steps, and we got her to produce top-notch content by the end of April. So after a month, she's already making $4,300, as you can see. This is OnlyFans, this is Fansly combined. And the next part is even crazier because she had been learning so much about social media, and she improved a lot over the time. And also, she was working very, very hard. She was filming a lot of videos, so we are able to post at least 5 videos per day on her accounts. So that's why she slowly started to see the wins, right? So her social media accounts went crazy in the next 3 months. She gained over 130K followers, and by the end of August, she made over 115K net combined on OnlyFans and Fansly, and now she's averaging 25K USD per month. So let's take a look at those data right now, right here. So combining OnlyFans and Fansly, she made over 115K so far, right? So if you want to see what we did exactly to help those two creators and what the top OnlyFans model should be like, Sophie Rain, Camila, to make $1 million, again, fill out the form below, and I will send you the full material of how we are gonna make you the next millionaires. Peace out.